We are live. Welcome back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. My name is Earle. I might be joined here with my brother Tim. Sorry for the late start. We were up really late streaming last night, and I didn't end up falling asleep until like 3:30, 4 o'clock. So, but yeah, that live stream last night went till around 2:30ish. So then I had to do videos and stuff like that. So it is what it is. We're starting a little bit later, but at least we're starting. But before we get into today's games, before we get into today's slate, we're going to take a look back at what happened yesterday. One went right and one went wrong in the world of sports betting. And it's been pretty interesting lately. Since I've not been placing wagers the last couple of days, all of a sudden my hockey bets are winning again. Florida and Boston over 6 was a winner. Seattle and Colorado under 5.5 was a winner. So we were 2-0 in the NHL of 2.12 units. The NBA went 0-3 though, got completely blanked in the NBA. Over 202.5 was that was rough in New York and Cleveland. New York does close out the series, and they won in 5 games against the Cleveland Cavaliers, which also winning in 5 games. The Miami Heat, as Bucks first quarter, Bucks first half were both losers. Wow. The Bucks not only lose, but they lose in 5 games. That says something right there. That now we're going to get Heat and Knicks in the second round. So an absolute gift, I think, for the New York Knicks, as I don't think the Miami Heat will really put too much of a challenge on the Knicks in that series. And I think we're going to see the New York Knicks in the Eastern Conference Finals. And let's take a look. Let's see what the series odds are. If it'll let me click the series. Here we go. There we go. The Knicks are minus 140 to win the series against the Heat. I like that. And the Nuggets are plus 105. Fair. But we have, and then in the MLB went 5-4. Reds first 5. Reds full game were both winners. Then Toronto, Chicago over 6.5. The Blue Jays scored 8 runs, and I still didn't get the over. Detroit Tigers first 5 was a loser. Dodgers first 5 lost in the bottom of the 5th. Nationals first 5 plus a half a run was a winner. Braves first 5 was a loser, but Braves full game -1 was a winner. And then Oakland, LA over 9.5 was a easy winner. It won in like the 4th inning. So overall, yesterday would have gone 7-7, up 0.22 units. So it would have been a profitable day. Up on the site, we were profitable yesterday. It was a nice day up on the site, up 3.93 units. So definitely looking to carry that over into today, and hopefully have a nice little streak going. We got 3 games in the Stanley Cup playoffs. We have a game in the NBA playoffs, and then we have a decent baseball slate. So yeah. What's up? Hit the like. Yeah, appreciate it. The Kraken was released, unfortunately. Yeah, I think all my Avalanche futures are dead. That kind of sucked. But yeah, got the Heat money line. Got them Heat money line made up for any losses on the week 1. There you go. Cash nice on the Panthers and the draw, and even got the Panthers first goal live. There you go. But we will work our way here into the NHL Stanley Cup playoffs, Eastern Conference quarterfinals, game number 5. Toronto Maple Leafs minus 145 favorites against the Tampa Bay Lightning. Let's take a look at where this line opened up, where it has moved, and all that fun jazz. This line opened up at a minus 150. It's now a minus 147. So a 3-cent line movement towards the Tampa Bay Lightning. This line moved from 6.5 up to, and it's moved a penny towards the under. It is 9.5 now. But looking at this matchup here, this is another potential system play for me. Now, the system plays are not going to include game 7s. That's not something they're going to include because both teams will be desperate. But it will include games 4s, 5s, and 6s. When in a closeout game, the team looking to close out as a favorite, take the over. So that's exactly what we're going to do in this one. We hit that with Boston and Florida last night. depending on the line you got. We pushed that with Carolina and New York the night before. So Toronto, Tampa Bay over 6.5. You can get that at -109. That is a play for me. And then we're also going with Tampa. Going with Tampa Bay at +133. I think the Lightning push this back to Tampa Bay for game number 6. The Toronto Maple Leafs are 0-10, the last 10 potential closeout series winners for them. And this is a Tampa Bay team that I think can bounce back here. If not, really, I think the best bet for this one is Tampa first period. If they show up in the first period, then they could. That if they don't show up in the first period, then they're probably done. But when you look at it, the Tampa Bay Lightning have been the better team in this series. It's just Toronto got a couple of overtime goals. That's all it's been. So I look for Tampa Bay to take this game here, +133, and then the over 6.5 as well. I can't believe the Heat won. I hate the Heat only because they only play in the playoffs. Yeah. Could be lights out for the Lightning, and very well could be. I like the over as well here. The over's hit in every single game of the series. I did give that on a free pick video. First goal wins, maybe. But we'll move on here. A non-closeout game here. Game 5, Eastern Conference quarterfinals in Newark, New Jersey, the Prudential Center. This line, we got the Devils as -115 favorites. Total 5.5 in this one. This line did open up at -130 for the Devils. It's now -113. So the line has dropped. I never look at this, but I want to make sure that this is okay. This is just a ton of Rangers money. That's all it is. It's a ton of Rangers money public on it, and they're actually moving the line. And this line opened up at a 5.5 +113. It's now 5.5 +110. Kind of interests me in the over here in this one. At 5.5, but when we look at this matchup here, I know the road team has won all 4 games. I like that they went to Akira Schmid in games 3 and 4. I think you ride him until this series is over because he's been absolutely awesome since coming in. They played really good defensive hockey, and the Rangers have been just quiet the last couple of games, which kind of does worry me. That they might explode, but maybe they just exploded in the first 2 games. I like New Jersey in this matchup here. They take a 3-2 lead. I think they have all the momentum right now, and I think they're the better overall team, which may not be the popular opinion, but I think the Devils are better than the Rangers. So I'm going to grab the Devils here. You can grab them at a -113, -113 for New Jersey. So that's where we're going to be going here in this one. New Jersey -113 for this matchup. Lean maybe towards the under in this game, just because they've been playing much better defensively behind Schmid, the Devils. And I can see that continuing into this one. There we go. Let's take a look at the chat. Oh, boy. You had the heat. You had the heat. I did it. Rags in the under. I like the Devils in the under. If the Leafs make it out of the first round, wouldn't it be funny if they actually took the cup? Would completely surprise me, and with how they've handled Tampa. They've won a couple overtime games. Tampa's been the better team. Just putting that one out there. May sprinkle something on the future. Maybe. Complete undefeated ninth. Holy crap. Knicks money line. Knicks -9.5. Heat money line. Knicks and money. Holy crap, dude.
Hell yeah.
First period under, full game under. There you go. Bulls legend Jimmy Butler.
Yep.
Good morning, Tim.
Good morning.
Yeah, I overslept as well. So
yeah, it is what it is. We were up until 2:30 last night betting horses.
Yeah, I blew $25 on horses. Oh well. But any thoughts on Devils Rangers?
No, I'm not. I'm not really betting hockey.
All right, cool. Then we get another hockey game to talk about.
Cool. Winnipeg Jets and the Vegas Golden Knights. The Knights are minus 180. 5.5 is the total. I believe it's 3-2 Knights. Correct?
3-1 Knights.
3-1 Knights. 3-1 Knights. There you go. Thoughts on this one?
Yeah, let me take a look at one quick thing. NHL. I believe this. Yeah. Okay. When I originally capped this series, I did not have Scheifele out. I did not have Morrissey out. I did not have Nikolai Ehlers not playing most of these games, and that's the way it's been. Injuries have absolutely derailed this series, and it is unfortunate because I thought Winnipeg could have competed with Vegas here. I'm taking the over 5.5. This is part of the system plays for me, where we have the team going for the closeout as a favorite, which actually we have a closeout game tomorrow where the team going for the closeout to the dog. So that wouldn't fall into my system. But for this one, it does. I think probably Vegas does finish the series off tonight. I would probably, if I was betting aside, I would look towards Vegas -1, kind of a way to hedge out of my Winnipeg. Winnipeg to win the series. You can get them to win. You can get Vegas -1 at -112. I think Vegas probably takes care of business here. No, Josh Morrissey is going to definitely hurt, and Nikolai Ehlers is a game time decision right now, and Mark Scheifele's out, which is not good either. I did write down one thing last night when we were talking for this game, and it was Neil Pionk over half a point. He's gotten a point in 5 straight games, and I expect him to have more ice time with no Morrissey. And I realized when I look at props, because I had 3 player props written down, they're all defensemen, and I love looking at defenseman props. I took Dougie Hamilton over half a point at -140 for the New Jersey Devils, and I took Jacob Trouba over 2.5 blocked shots at +130 for the Rangers tonight. So I realized I like taking these defenseman props. But as for the official play for this one, Vegas, Winnipeg over 5.5.
Hey, if you're hitting defenseman, you're hitting defenseman. There you go. Nothing to be complaining about. Yep.
Yeah.
I had a CBA winner this morning with the Seskin Leopards. Right on. Hello, boys. That's a late night of punting. Yeah, no, we were on the stream. We were on a stream last night, and we were doing it. It's not like we were just doing it off stream. So yesterday was nuts. I could imagine. I will say, so I didn't really get to do a recap. I'll just quickly go over the NBA games yesterday. 3-1. Knicks took care of business. Grizzlies took care of business. The Heat took care of business. The Kings. Now, you know what? The Warriors proved me wrong. They actually won a game on the road. So that series is over. My Kings futures is over. Yeah, I know, Nick. Congratulations on that. I was high on the Kings. It is what it is. We move on. Bucks never stood a chance. Yeah, totally. Joe today will be even better. I don't think it can be better for Joe. MLB slate is stacked with awesome odds. Are you being sarcastic or are you actually being serious? MLB. Oh no, sorry. I don't know. It's been a huge night followed by a bad night for the couple of days. Then go lighter tonight. I'm on the Phillies, Cubs, both money line, and then Rangers money line and Maple Leafs in regulation, all in a parlay.
Oh boy.
Let me quickly look through those. Phillies, I'm not touching that game. Cubbies, yes. Rangers, I'm guessing that's hockey, or is that if it's baseball? Yes. If it's hockey, no. And the Maple Leafs, I like the Maple Leafs. So it'll be a closeout game tomorrow. Will it now? Usually how it goes for me lately: win big next night, 50% win rate. That's about right. Sam, no, I just commented on him. I saw that comment way down the list, so I commented earlier. No, being serious. Okay, that's fair. Let's head to the NBA game, the singular NBA game.
Yeah, I have two plays I'm looking at in this game here, and it's my way of being able to bet a side without conflicting with yours because I know you're on the opposite side here.
Yeah.
Celtics are at the Hawks. The Celtics are 7-point favorites, total of 232 in this game. This line opened up at -5.5 for the Celtics. It went from a 5.5 to a 6 to a 6.5 to a 7. So it's moved up a 1.5 towards the Boston Celtics here. Total opened up at 232.5. It's gone down to 232, and it got down to 231.5 at one point. It's back at a 232, so a half-point line movement since the opening line. 60% of the tickets and 60% of the cash is on the Atlanta Hawks, and the line's moved a 1.5 towards the Boston Celtics, opening up their arms to more Hawks money. And we have 64% of the tickets and 50% of the cash is on the over, and the line's dropped half a point. I'm not really particularly interested in the total here. I did take the first quarter, first half, -2, -4 with the Boston Celtics. I think the Celtics tie up they close out this series. My bad. They're up 3-2, not down 3-2. I think they close out the series tonight against the Atlanta Hawks and move on to play the Philadelphia 76ers. And if a couple teams can close out their series, I'll go 7-1 on my bracket for the NBA playoffs. If the Warriors, the Lakers, and the Celtics can close out their series. Thank you, Bucks, for ruining my perfect bracket, but that's beyond the point. I'm assuming a lot of people had the Bucks moving on to the first.
Probably.
But I had the Knicks in the Eastern Conference Finals, so I feel like I got a leg up on people who picked the Bucks to go all the way. So, overall, I'm just looking at the first quarter, first half here for the Boston Celtics. -2 at -115, -4, -110.
I think we can get 7. I've been saying from the beginning of the series that it was going to be a competitive series. Okay, it hasn't really been a competitive series because the games that Atlanta won, they barely won. The games that they lost by 8+. So I don't think it's really been that competitive of a series per se, but at least Atlanta is winning some games. Because I know a lot of people off the first 2 games of the series went, all right, Boston in 4, and that's it. And now we're looking at possibly seeing a game 7 if Atlanta wins tonight. I grabbed Atlanta plus the points, but I've been on them all series. I also may or may not have a plus $7 ticket on them to win the series. So I said that earlier in the thing. I said that I think there was value on it. I thought there was going to be a big upset. I did not expect it to be the Heat over the Bucks, but I took Atlanta today. Plus, I think I got it at 6, but unfortunately, the lines moved against us. It is what it is. Hawks for me.
Yeah, which the Heat are the first 12 seed to win in the first round first 8 seed to win in the first round since the 2012 Philadelphia 76ers, who are for the number 1 Bulls.
Yep. Rangers hockey. Yeah, no. Devils win tonight. Morning, gentlemen. Good morning. What's up, fellas? What's up? Pirates plus 1.5. I'm just going to take them outright. Orioles, yes. Angels, fading the A's, fine. If you don't like the Orioles, swap them for Twins -1.5. No, I'd rather have the Orioles. Who do the Twinkies get? No, I like the Twinkies online too. A lot of futures got burnt out last night. It is what it is. Yeah. Over in the Miami game, I could see it. 6 for 6 on props yesterday for $125. Get it. I had Heat. There you go. Bucks really did an encore while the Brewers Bruins and Celtics told the Celtics to hold my beer while they close out last night. Close out games at home.
Oh, by the way, a little message for Linus Olmark on that last play of the game. If you're a goaltender, tend the goal!
I saw that play. What was he doing?
Playing the puck. If you're a goaltender, tend the goal, please.
Heat to win it all. You know what? I hope they make the finals.
You're on crack. It's going to be Sixers and Knicks in the Eastern Conference Finals, and it's going to be Nuggets and Warriors in the Western Conference Finals.
White Sox game goes over 7. Okay. Yeah, I was kind of, oh, well, you know what? I don't hate that. Well, let's head to the Diamond.
I was going to say, let's head to the Diamond here. This game starts in 40 minutes.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, we started a little bit late, and I don't know if we'll be able to get this play up or if we do like a play at this game. We had the Atlanta Braves and the Miami Marlins in this game. The Braves are minus 165 favorites, total of 8.5 in this game. This line opened up at 195. It's dropped 33 cents to minus 162. And this line opened up at an 8.5 minus 115, and it's 8.5 minus 115. So no line movement on the total here. 83% of the tickets, 82% of the cash is on the Atlanta Braves, and 62% of the tickets, 46% of the cash is on the over. So that was split. Well, not split for the total. The line really hasn't moved. With all this money coming in on the Braves and the line moving towards the Marlins this drastically, I'm interested in Miami in this game. Braxton Garrett and Kyle Wright is your pitching matchup here. What have they done this year? Braxton Garrett 1-0 with a 2.84 ERA, 1.42 WHIP. Kyle Wright 0-1 with a 5.93 ERA and a 1.68 WHIP. I think this is a spot where you can look at Miami here. And when we look at the bullpens, I believe the bullpen advantage is definitely the Braves. It is most definitely the Braves, with Miami being the 29th ranked bullpen in baseball. I'm going to look at the Miami Marlins in the first 5 innings here at plus 140 in this game. They won the first 5 innings yesterday. Let's see if they could do it again today. First 5 plus 140 for the Miami Marlins for me.
Yeah, that line movement is crazy. Was there a change of pitcher or something?
No, it's always been Braxton Garrett.
All right, Miami money line. And it's been the same factor as some of these other games that we were betting on this week, like the first Colorado game and a couple of Pittsburgh games a week ago, and there was the Detroit Tigers game that we're taking some dogs because there was some really weird line movements. And that's what we're going to do today, Nick. Miami plus 153. And I just put that up on the site.
Sounds good.
By the way, Nick, are you able to put in the private chat your plays for hockey so I can put those up on the site too?
Okay.
Cool. Thank you. We'll head to the next game. Oh, actually, sorry. There's a couple of comments. Giants first 5. Yes, I like the Giants today. A Nerfy in this game? Sure. Braves sweep. I would normally say yeah, but this line movement is just freaking weird. Let's go to the next game, Nick.
Yeah, the LA Dodgers are at the Pittsburgh Pirates in this game. The Dodgers are $1.50 favorites, total of 7.5. I believe the Pirates, nope, they're not going for the sweep. They blew game one. I've been all wrong on this series so far. But this line opened up at minus 171 for the Dodgers. It's gone all the way down 19 cents towards the Pirates. It's now minus 152 for the Dodgers. So a massive line move towards Pittsburgh in this game. And massive line move towards the under in this game. Opened up at an 8.5. It dropped down to an 8. Now it's a 7.5. 71% of the tickets, 67% of the cash is on the over, though. Let me take a look to see if weather is playing a factor in this one real quick. Because it could be cold. It could be rainy. It could be wind blowing in. Let's see if that has anything to do with this. Because I think that Wind blowing in 55 degrees and cloudy. It's blowing in weakly, though, only 5 miles an hour, and it's going to go down to 4.7 miles an hour. So not overly windy, but it is blowing in a little bit, which I can understand. Maybe that's what's moving the line towards that. I think that's where I kind of want to target Keller and Urias. Urias did not have a good start in his last appearance. Really struggled against the Cubbies, giving up 5 earned runs on 7 hits. That was a 13-0 loss. But other than that, he's been pretty good this year, only giving up 2, 1, 0, and 2 in 6, 6, 6, and 5 2/3. So he's been somebody who's consistently going 6 innings, doing pretty well. Mitch Keller's been pretty good as well. He's 2-0 in his last this season. He's given up 2, 3, 2, 1, and 4 for earned runs. So he's not giving up too many earned runs. He's giving you 6 innings per game. I think this is a good game maybe to target an under with in this spot. It's a 3.5, but I'm leaning towards the first 5 under here with this game. I'm also leaning towards Pittsburgh in the first 5 innings in this one. Let's take a look at where the bull. Actually, you can look full game because the Pirates have the 4th best bullpen according to XFIP in baseball, and the Dodgers are 20th. So this is an interesting game. I think I might double up on the Pirates here, taking them first 5 in full game. Last time I did this, they hit the first 5. They lost the full game, but I'm going to do it here. First 5 money line, full game money line on Pittsburgh.
He's the Jolly Roger again. This has been a very, very fun Pittsburgh team to watch. They took care of the Pittsburgh, the LA Dodgers last game, and I'm just a big fan of this Pittsburgh team right now. I may have to go get myself an Aaron McCutchen jersey at this point with the amount of money that Pittsburgh's been making me. I really like Pittsburgh in this matchup. I'll keep riding them. They've been a team that I've been backing for a while. And I said in the beginning of the series, Nick, I'm going to back them every single game of the series. Is it still one of the games of the series?
I believe so.
We're backing the Pittsburgh Pirates in this series, and we're getting a nice plus 140 to do it this time. The one time that they lose, it was a pick'em. So let's grab it. Plus 140 for some Pittsburgh Pirates action.
There we go.
Pirates, money line. Let's go. Let's get it. Yes. Pirates minus 1.5. 5 units. I had them plus 1.5 on a 3-teamer. There you go. All is right with this series since yesterday, raising the Jolly Roger for plus money again. Yep.
Plus 275.
Reverse run line. Don't like the Dodgers this year. Nope. This Pirates team doesn't look like they're slowing down. Nope. Keller to record a win.
Yeah. You can get the Pirates -1 for plus 220.
Nice. He's drinking the juice. Yes, I am. You're damn right I am. Are the Pirates the most profitable team in baseball? Yes. Yes, they are. According to Covers, but Covers has the Rays at 20-5, only up 576. I'm guessing they do. Huh?
They do 100 per bet.
Yeah, they do 100 on it no matter what. So most of the time it's probably 100 for them to win like 30.
Yep.
Yeah. So right now, according to Covers, Pittsburgh, Milwaukee, Tampa, Baltimore, Arizona. Rays would be close. No. Pittsburgh's got double the money that Rays have. Pittsburgh's up $11.99.
Are the Pirates this year's Orioles?
Yeah. I think it's going to end up being Arizona that's going to be this year's Orioles, but that's just me. We'll go to this game.
Seattle Mariners are at the Philadelphia Phillies. The Phillies are minus 110 favorites in this game, total of 8. The Phillies won last night 6-5. Glad we stayed off the Mariners. Let's take a look at where the line has moved in this one here. As we have the Mariners opened up at minus 105, it is now minus 103 for them. So it's a 2-cent line move towards the Philadelphia Phillies. Line opened up at 8.5, minus 115, and it's dropped a half a run down to 8. Let's take a look at where the money's coming in on this one here. 58% of the tickets, 53% of the cash is on the Phillies. The lines move towards the Phillies 2 cents. Makes sense. 53% of the tickets, 62% of the cash is on the over, and the lines dropped a half a run, which is pointing me towards the under in this game. George Kirby has been okay this year, 3.57 ERA, 1.04 1.06 WHIP. Matt Strahm has been okay this year, 1-2 record, but a 3 ERA and a 0.94 WHIP. I think the under's the look in this game. Matt Strahm has given up 3 earned runs in back-to-back games against Colorado and Cincinnati. George Kirby has been not the greatest this year, 3.57 ERA, so not bad. He gave up 2 earned runs the last game, 2 earned runs the game before that. He's actually been really good the last 3 starts. He gave up 4 earned runs and 4 1/3 against LA, which is really that's what hurt his ERA. But since then, he's been really solid. I think the under is the look for this game here. And you can get the first 5 under here at 4.5 at minus 125. That's where I'm going to go for this game. Seattle, Pittsburgh, first 5, or Seattle, Philadelphia, first 5 under 4.5.
Yeah, I kind of just stayed away from this one. This series has been a little bit funky for me. I really haven't had much success in it, so I really didn't see the need to want to go after it. I do like George Kirby. I am a George Kirby fan. I believe he's going to be a good pitcher in his career. I'm not backing him today. This one ends up being a stay away. It's a pick'em game. And then for the total, I couldn't really want to go after anything in the total. So, yeah, I kind of just stayed away from this game.
Fair.
I guess with the odds different, eh? Yeah, because the Rays have been heavy favorites a lot. Hoping for the Phillies. No.
I would love to see the Phillies.
Money line-wise, it's probably Pitt. The Rays would be close if it was run line. Well, you got to be careful with run line because the Pirates have been dogs, so they would count the plus 1.5 run line on those sites. I could smell some WNBA in the air. I want to make a joke, but I'm not going to.
Tampa Bay up 9 units on the run line this year.
But, yeah, Joe, I could already tell you what was opening night. It's LA money line. Opening night against Phoenix. Seattle are 4-3 against lefties, but I stayed away. Pip Cheerios. Good morning. Inequality. Equanimous. I think that's it. With those big night dogs last night, have me reminiscing on huge WNBA odds. I'm ready for you to bet the what do you call
Indiana Fever?
The Indiana Fever every game again. I got the Rays run line. Yes. No, I don't like the Rays run line today. Orioles. I like the Orioles. Braves run line. No. When you take Philly over 8. No. It's live stream opening night. No. I can't watch the games anyway, so. Pirates are 16-9 against the spread this season. They've been killing on the run line too. There you go. Timmy, I saw one of your PMP videos. I hear you're looking at EPL bets. Yeah, yesterday I went 1-1-1.
Please stop.
And I have 3 plays up for today. I've got the over in the Newcastle game, the under in Southampton, and the Tottenham Hotspurs plus 180.
Stop it. Get some help.
Okay. I'm just trying to look at line value and all that stuff, so thank you. Appreciate it. Does anyone like all my plays, Nick, Tim, or Joe? I just went over them. Rays, no. Orioles, yes. Braves, no. Philly, over, no. That's just, but I'm not betting half of those, so. We'll head to this one, Nick.
Yeah, we have the San Diego Padres. They're at the Cubbies here. Padres are $1.40 favorites in this one. with a total of 8.5 is Seth Lugo and Hayden Wesneski. This line opened up at $1.25 for the Padres. It's now $1.46 for the Padres. So it's a 21-cent line move towards San Diego. As for the total, it opened up at a 9 and it's gone down to an 8.5. It went down to an 8.5 about 8 minutes after opening, and since then it's dropped 2 cents. We have 49% of the tickets, 63% of the cash is on San Diego, which makes sense. And 53% of the tickets, 38% of the cash is on the over, and the lines moved half a run towards the under, which makes sense with 62% of the cash on the under. I did not play this game. I think that probably San Diego is the right side in this one. But I think you've missed your line for this matchup. So this ended up being a stay off for me.
You know I'm gonna like the Cubbies. Are they going for the sweep? No, they lost yesterday. They're going for the series win. I do like the Cubbies. I can get a little bit of plus money with them. I'm a sucker for plus money. It is what it is. Sign me up for some Cubbies, and I'll wave the W flag while I do it. I like Wesneski. I know he hasn't really pitched all that well to start the year, but he's still a young pitcher. He's only started 8 games in the MLB. He's pitched in 10. I think there's still a lot for him to work on, but I think he's going to end up getting it down. And a little bit of plus money for the Cubbies. Yeah, I'm down for that.
Good luck. I lean the other way.
When does the CFL start, Nick?
June 8th. I just looked it up. June 8th, opening night, Calgary hosting the British Columbia Lions. June 9th is Hamilton and Winnipeg. June 10th is Montreal, Ottawa. June 11th, Edmonton and Saskatchewan. 4 days, 1 game per day for the first week.
There you go. And angry Cubbies, yes. Lugo's been more solid. F5 would be the way to go.
Right. Yeah, I agree with that. The Padres bullpen has not been very good this year, and the Cubbies bullpen has been 11th in baseball this year. So I definitely lean Padres first 5-run line.
No, I'm not getting the WNBA League Pass. No. Like Phillies first 5 and money line. Good luck. Let's head to this game, Nick, which I do like something in this game.
Yeah, we have the St. Louis Cardinals at the San Francisco Giants. Giants $1.60 favorites, total 8.5 in this game. Let's take a look at where the line has moved in this one. A little bit of the line history here. Miles Mikolas and Logan Webb is your pitching matchup. Opened up, wow. This line opened up yesterday at minus 125 for the Giants. It's now minus 155 for the Giants. A 30-cent line move towards San Francisco here. And a 15-cent line movement towards the over as it opened up at 8.5 minus 105 is now 8.5 minus 120. So a 15-cent line movement there. Let's take a look if the money correlates in this spot, which it kind of does. 64% of the tickets, 75% of the cash is on San Fran. The line's moved 30 cents. Makes sense. I think if you like San Fran, you've missed your line at $1.55 now when you could have gotten $1 in the $1.30s, $1.40s yesterday. And 59% of the tickets, 51% of the cash is on the under. The line's moved 15 cents towards the over. Kind of intrigues me on the over in this spot. And looking at it, we have the pitching matchup of Mikolas and Webb. I'm not a huge Mikolas fan whatsoever. And Logan Webb this year has not been particularly great either. I kind of like the over in this spot. Over 8.5 here for me, San Fran and St. Louis.
I'll back you over. I do like San Fran, though, in this game. This is a San Fran team that's on a nice little winning streak, Nick. 5 in a row. And they're 1 game off of sweeping the Cardinals. Which I wasn't high on the Cardinals to begin with, and kind of 9-16 start to the year. That's kind of fun to see. I like the over. I like San Fran run line. I know I could have gone like 150 last night. It's plus 139. I'm very tempted to add that as well onto the site because I want to back teams that are winning, and the San Francisco Giants, they are winning. So for me in this one, it's the over, and it's San Fran run line at plus money. Even though you say that we've missed the line a little bit, and when I could still get plus 139, I'm still down for that.
Fair enough. Yeah, I'm more interested in the over than a side in this one.
That's fair. Over Red Rover pitching is why. That's 100% fair. Speaking of overs.
Yeah, and this was almost a minus 300 fade as well. Because we are now to minus 292 here with the Angels, total of 8.5 in this game. Take a look where the lines moved in this one here. Angels and Oakland. JP Sears, Shohei Ohtani. This line did open up at $3, minus 300 for the Angels. It's come down 8 cents to minus 292. It actually opened up at minus 300 and went down to minus 275 last night. Or it was at 275 this morning at 8 a.m. and it's come back to minus 292. Total opened up at an 8 and it's up to an 8.5 now. So the line's moved up half a run. And let's take a look at where the money's coming in on this one here. 55% of the tickets are on the over, but only 36% of the cash. But yet this line's moved up until further notice. Oakland over the total. So Oakland, LA over 8.5 here.
Yep. You didn't even finish your summary, and I already put it up on the site. Yeah, we're all over the over in this game. It's been hitting like crazy, so I'm not going to stop. This is still the Oakland Athletics with the worst ERA in the Major League Baseball, and it's quite ugly. I'm pulling it up. 7.97. That is 2.35 more than the Chicago White Sox, who are second. That is insane. And it's about the same distance as the Rays to the White Sox as it is to the White Sox to the Oakland Athletics. 1-29 to 29-30. Over in these games until further notice. Let's run.
And you can also write me down for Angels team total over 5.5 plus 105. I'm gonna start betting team totals against Oakland as well.
There you go. Pass on it. That's fair. BRB. Ohtani Day. Ohtani K's. Angels first 5. Yep. Good morning, Tim. Good morning, Nick. How are you guys? We're good. 2 straight profitabilities on the side, I believe. So that's nice. Oakland are 9-16 against the spread. They're not good. Let's go to this game, Nick, which I actually really like this game.
Yeah, the Baltimore Orioles are at the Detroit Tigers. Oh boy, the Tigers are playing an American League East opponent. With a total of 8 in this game. It is Kyle Gibson and Joey Wentz, the pitching matchup here. The line opened up at 141 for the Orioles. It's now 144, so a 3-cent line movement towards Baltimore in this game. And line opened up at 8.5, and it dropped down to an 8 minus 105. It opened up at 8.5 plus 105, so a half run line movement towards the under in this game. As we have 91% of the tickets and 90% of the cash is on the Baltimore Orioles. 64% of the tickets, 82% of the cash is on the under. The lines moved a little bit in those directions. This is an easy pass for me in this game.
Well, you said the Tigers are against a AL East opponent. All right.
Yeah, they're against the worst one. They're against the worst team in the AL East, though.
No, they just swept the Red Sox. They just played the Red Sox. I like Baltimore, and I like them on the run line. Kyle Gibson's actually been quite consistent this year. He's been one of those veteran pitchers in the rotation. He's allowed 12 earned runs in 30 innings. So he's been pitching quite solid for this Orioles team. I like Baltimore on the run line. I think they tag Joey Wentz early and often. And maybe look at some run RBI props from this game. I like, obviously, my boy Rutschman. And probably statistically the best shortstop in the MLB right now, Jorge Mateo. So I'll go ahead and grab Baltimore on this one.
Pass.
Fair enough. Those 16 were 4 to 7 run games. Give me that -1.5. Yep. Is Detroit playing at home? Yes. Nerfy and Baltimore run line. Sounds good to me. Let's jump into this one, Nick.
Oh boy. Here we go. New York Mets against the ultra elite Washington Nationals. The Nationals have won the first 2 games of this series. So they are elite status at the moment. Joey Lachucci laying $2.30. That's fun. You got former New York Met Trevor Williams. Line opened up at 210. It's gone up to 230. And the line has gone from 8.5. It went down to an 8, and it's back up to an 8.5. So that's kind of tricky for the line movement there. 82% of the tickets, 90% of the cash is on the under. Line went down, but it's back up. So 80% of the tickets, 81% of the cash is on the Mets. This one was a rather easy stay away for me. At this point, it's Nationals or nothing. Maybe you can go back to the play that I gave out yesterday and it hit. Nationals first 5 plus a half a run. You didn't need the plus a half a run. They won outright. So, but that's where I'd lean in this one. Nationals first 5 plus a half a run. For whatever reason, Washington plays New York well.
Yeah. Washington's going for the sweep. I kind of lean that way. You get pretty nice plus money for it. Plus $2. So I'm not opposed to putting up Washington going for the sweep. Plus, it might be a little bit of a look-ahead spot for the Mets because Atlanta comes to town for 4 games. So Mets are looking awful at the moment. Atlanta's red hot. You can only imagine where that series is going to go. But I'm very close to putting up the Nationals today. So I'm probably not going to, but it would be a strong lean towards the Nationals going for the sweep.
Yeah, I would have to agree for that.
I'm currently logging some plays. You want to go to the chat real quick, and then we go to the next game?
Yeah, Carlos Garcia saying the reverse cowgirl play of the day is Chicago. Which Chicago? White Sox or Cubs?
Reverse what?
It's a reverse run line play.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a Jacob-esque type play.
No, he puts that in the PSR chats as well. Sorry for the win for your Tampa Bay Rays, but we shut out. I
didn't end up betting that one yesterday. It is what it is.
Nats first 5 again. I can definitely see that. Why is Lachucci -230? Fishy line makes me want Nationals full game too. I don't think it's a fishy line. I just think it's an overvalued line. That's what it is. White Sox, Chicago White Sox, reverse cowgirl play of the day. Which we'll get into that here. Tampa Bay Rays and the Chicago White Sox. The Rays are $1.50 favorites with a total of 7 in this game. Fun matchup here. We just saw this matchup. It is Dylan Cease and Shane McClanahan. These 2 teams just saw each other. What was the result the last time these 2 teams played each other? And this was the pitching.
It was all Tampa Bay.
It was 4-3 and it pushed the 7. So these 2 teams just saw each other. They pushed the total here in this one. Let's take a look at where the line move has been in this game. As this line opened up at a 151 and it's gone nowhere. It's still -151. And it opened up at 7.5. The total, it is a 7 now. 84% of the tickets, 86% of cash is on Tampa Bay. And we have 67% of the tickets and 73% of the cash is on the under. I kind of think that the White Sox are alive in this game. White Sox bullpen, though, has not been particularly great. Neither has Tampa's Corner X FIP. Tampa number 17 in baseball. The White Sox number 24 in baseball. I want to isolate this just to Dylan Cease and Shane McClanahan. I like the first 5 money line here for the Chicago White Sox. Kind of semi-follow in the steps of the reverse cowgirl play of the day from Carlos there, and take the White Sox first 5 money line at plus 120.
I mean, it's our boy Dylan Cease at plus money. That's all I have to know.
But it's also somebody I have a Cy Young ticket with, and Shane McClanahan.
Well, I have the Cy Young ticket with Dylan Cease. So which doesn't look good. I will say the one Cy Young ticket that I have that actually looks good. Well, I have one from each side. Zach Gallen's looked phenomenal, and Luis Castillo's looked phenomenal. Other than that, all the other ones I gave out, Framber Valdez hasn't been good. Who else did I give out Cy Young? I'm not counting Zach Eflin because he got injured. There's a couple others that I liked, but at the end of the day, I really like Dylan Cease. I'm gonna grab him on the money line plus the 130.
There you
go. Turns out it's a good one for the Ash. Yeah, your pick, the Hunter Brown kid, is going to be pretty good for you guys.
Yeah.
Raise money line. No. Today, money line, White Sox line as it moved means White Sox. I'm telling you, thank me later. Oh, don't say thank me later. Why? You just put the curse on it. It's a loser now. Old school brother battle. Back. There you go. Well, you're back for this game, which is a beauty.
Absolute beauty.
Wait, hold on, Nick. White Sox today for the site? Okay. Just want to make sure. Sorry.
Sox first 5. Yeah.
Good.
Matchup where I was totally different on both these teams heading into the season. I still maintain that thought process behind these two teams. Minnesota Twins and the Kansas City Royals. The Twins are $1.95 favorites, totaled 8 in this game. This line opened up at minus 191. It's moved up 3 cents to minus 194. And this line opened up at an 8.5. It dropped down to a 7.5. It's up to an 8. So it's dropped a half a run since the opening line. 94% of the tickets, 99% of the cash is on the Twins. 62% of the tickets, 67% of the cash is on the under. So I see really nothing for me to go after in this game. I will just sit back and root for the Twins because I got the Twins over win total. I have the Royals under win total. So I'd like to see the Royals continue to lose. They're 6-19, which is a beautiful start. And the Twinnies are off to a decent start, 14-11. They are currently 2 games above the Guardians. Very, very early still. But there are 2 games above the Guardians to start the year. I like seeing the Guardians lose baseball games because this is the team that was a little, I think, overvalued heading into the season. So Twinnies would be my lean for this game, but I'm not betting it.
Well, I'll take mini haha on the run line plus 106. And seeing that you lean that way, I'm putting it up on the site. Zach Greinke on the road is a fade. That's my whole cap on it. At home, I would be more willing to back him. On the road, especially in Minnesota, I like the Twins to get the job done in this game. So the best thing to do when you bet futures and everything, you bet them and forget them.
Yeah.
I didn't like the Twins this year. I don't think I would have given out the team total under, but I had the White Sox to win the division, which is that's got to be dead. They're already 11 games under. But when it comes to it, I'm not high on this Kansas City team. They got some young talent that I do like, but I'm not super high on them. And I wasn't high on the Twins either, but I'll take the Twins. I'll take their run line plus 106 to beat up on a bad Kansas City team.
Yeah, the White Sox are
not good.
Behind the Tigers right now.
Yeah, they're not good. I know. I would like to be hopeful, but also really like the over in the White Sox game. That's fair. I'm not touching the total. We'll go to this final game, which I do like something for.
Yeah, we have the New York Yankees and the Texas Rangers. The Yankees $1.65 favorites, total of 7.5 in this game. Let's take a look here. The line opened up at minus 151. It's up to a minus 166. So a 15-cent line movement towards the Bronx Bombers in this one here. This line opened up at a 7.5. It did get up to an 8, but it's back down to a 7.5. And it's actually moved 2 cents towards the under since the line has opened up. We have 82% of the tickets, 87% of the cash is on the Yankees. The line's moved 15 cents in their direction. 59% of the tickets, 47% of the cash is on the under. The lines move towards the under. This is a tricky game for me. I'd probably lean the Yankees first 5-run line, something along those lines. The line has reflected the money coming in. You can get the Yankees first 5-run line at $1.20. I don't hate that too much. Where's the Rangers? The Rangers have one of the top bullpens in baseball. They're number 3. So that's why I'd probably lean towards the Yankees in the first 5 rather than the flow game. But that's just a lean for me is the Yankees here in this one. I hope the Yankees take care of this series against the Rangers.
Yeah, I was actually leaning Rangers. I'm
not fading Cole. That's not something I'm willing to do.
It's not something that I'm really willing to try to fade Cole. Because Cole's been okay. It's not like anything crazy. It's not like he's only allowed 3 earned runs in 34 innings with a .79 ERA with 36 strikeouts. So it's not like he's that good, where he's allowing a hit 1 every 2 innings. No, I'm busting. But I lean Texas, but it's strictly because I think there's a little bit of value getting them at plus money, but not something that I'm going to go after.
All right. I just wrote down the Yankees first 5-run line minus 120. I'll back Cole here.
Have fun. Don't do it. White Sox under. Nerfy in that Yankee game, you sure? It's one of my top plays. Quick, Timmy and Earle, what NHL team do you think gets done like the Bucks?
A top team that gets eliminated early? A top team that gets eliminated early? Well, the easy answer right now is Colorado. The easy answer. I want to say Carolina, though.
Tampa. I'm going for the Rangers. No one could beat the New York Yankees. No, the Yankees are not that good. They're 14-11.
Yeah, not off to an ideal start for the over. 94.5 wins.
Favorite dog today?
Lightning.
Pirates.
In baseball, it's the Pirates.
Pirates. All day, Pirates. That and kind of like the Marlins, too. And Atlanta Hawks for the NBA. That is all the games. We're not going to do a whole big recap because we're already digging deep into Higgs' show. I'm actually going to put his link in the chat. I'm not going to go over there today, though, because he's already halfway through his stream. If you guys are new to the channel, like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. Appreciate all the support. Yada, yada, yada.
Yada, yada.
Check out SeatGeek. Concert tickets, sporting event ticket needs. ESPN checkout, $20 off your first purchase. I'm going to put Higgs' show right here. So you guys can go ahead and check that out. Check out Ballin' Out, which is on the same YouTube channel that I just posted in there. I went over 5 baseball games that we kind of already talked about here, but that's not the point. Check out all that stuff. Dogs, you like the White Sox? Yes. Tim, I know you sent me Higgs' channel. You can't find it. It's in the chat. It's in the chat, dude. And there it is. So that's going to do it for today's show. We'll see you guys tomorrow for another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. See you guys.